Hi, and welcome to another exciting edition of Scarlet Betch. I'm Jason.
And I'm Anthony!
Yay! Hello everyone. I just wanted to say welcome to a very exciting slumber party edition of Scarlet Betch. It's almost midnight on Wednesday.
You can't see my sweatpants!
I need to get a Snuggie or something so I can, be wrapped and warm.
I'm right by my bed. Look at this. Yeah. There we go.
Part of the reason why we're recording so late is that actually tomorrow I am headed off to Anime USA to lead a panel called This Panel is Gay, which those of you loyal readers may know was initially supposed to be at New York Comic Con, but was canceled for various, stupid reasons, like gay quotas in programming, but whatever. And so, yeah, if you're in the Washington, D.C. area on Friday at 10 p.m., go to Crystal City, Hilton or Hyatt or one of those hotels, and you can see me talk about gays in the Geekverse, and you should totally make it out there. But until then, we got some awesome comic books this week. One in particular is really awesome. Before we talk about that one, I'm going to give a really quick shout out to Batgirl. The art. This is the first issue that my main man Dustin Nguyen is doing the artwork. I love the cover. It's fucking amazing. What I love even more than the cover is the amazing chibi Batman artwork. That's like the best thing ever. And
it was the best thing. I was like, why can't the entire Return of Bruce Wayne be illustrated like that?
I know. It would
be awesome.
Amazing. And so not only is the artwork just adorable, but Stephanie Brown basically breaks down the entire Batman, history in 12 panels, and it's adorable and hilarious, and it's the best 3 pages I read in a freaking long. I could not stop laughing. It was so fucking adorable. Pardon my French, but yeah, and the art's great. The coloring could use some work. It's a little simplistic, but yes, go read Batgirl. But now for the main performance on. I don't know. I'm too tired to know what to say.
The main event.
Event, ladies and gentlemen. Avengers Chosen Crusade number 3. This, I mean, I understand it being a bi-monthly, but it's just so painful.
You know what I hate? The fact that bi-monthly can be a synonym for semi-monthly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that confuses me a lot.
No.
Also, yeah, this doesn't need to take 2 months to make.
No, it really. I mean, I imagine it's just because of Alan Heinberg and his inability to commit to things.
See, because that's the thing. We always get there's delays, and I always think that there are delays because personally, as a human being, I find drawing panels to take a long time, but I just don't feel I mean, I don't know. Because, shouldn't you have the script for the entire 12 issues out already?
I mean, maybe, because Marvel may be working Jim Chung to his little bare knuckles, maybe. But I also know that, that's the
other thing. Batman and Robin this month had guest artists on.
Oh. Well, but I think I remember, though, that when Young Avengers was in its heyday, when it was a monthly, it also had delays, and those delays were Heinberg's problem. It was Heinberg and his ridiculous television schedule that nobody watched. At least nobody reported.
Have you seen Bestie by Bestie by Gabe and Jenny Slade? Oh, it's so good. And the latest one was kind of a problematic question. The question bus brought them the question, "What's retarded?" I know, it's problematic, I know. But the response was, "Is Grey's Anatomy still on?"
Yeah, I mean, major props to Sandra Oh, but, that's the only reason why, I could ever even turn that show on, ever.
That and Addison.
Is she? No, she's not even on that show anymore.
Oh no, she got her own show.
Yeah, her own show. Which I'm actually amazed that it's going on this long. I'm like, wow, good for you, girl.
Yeah.
But back to our own diva, the good lady Scarlet Witch. So, what were your thoughts, Anthony?
Oh my gosh, I love this issue!
I know.
Looking at this illicit, I was like, this is gonna be horrible. This sounds just like mindless fighting. But it was actually just like straight up character development for pages and pages and pages.
I love that. I don't know why I feel this, but I feel like Teddy doesn't talk a whole lot. He's kind of like a man of like few words and many punches.
Well, because his powers lend themselves so readily to battle scenes.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like, it's the Apollo curse, right? Like,
yeah.
Midnighter's got all the angst, so everyone always writes about Midnighter, and Apollo's, like, character thing is that he's, like... Because I feel like Teddy is... His character development is he's a good boyfriend. Yeah. Yeah. And so, and I feel like the same thing for Apollo. He's, like, the perfect sun god husband.
Uh-huh.
And so he gets...
But what I loved so much was that Teddy, we got to see so much of the relationship dynamic between Teddy and Billy. We got to hear Teddy kind of like speak and stand his ground. I'm like, look, like, and to really watch these teenagers like negotiate a really complex relationship, and also a relationship that's really balanced and like based on like communication. And he's like, look, I know you have to like, go through this experience to go through it and like to get this catharsis like through about your family and all this bullshit. I'm doing it because you stuck through my family bullshit. But you're an idiot right now. And I love that they could have that conversation. And that was like so awesome.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Every time they said the word boyfriend, I was so happy.
And they're in bed together. We've seen, okay, so far we've seen Billy and Teddy in the same room as a queen-size bed. I don't think we've actually seen them in bed together. That may be a lie. I think in Young Avengers Presents they may have been in bed together. But they were sleeping and cuddling and there was an arm flung over.
Yeah, they definitely weren't sleeping and cuddling in Presents. I think they were just, like, in his room.
Yeah, reading comic books or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, yeah,
And what did you think of I loved the ending of this book.
Yeah, it was so, I mean, like, yeah, I'm still not sure that, Wanda is Wanda. That we see. I think there may be a twist or something.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a little too straightforward for her, like, oh, this whole time I've been in Doom's, control. And so,
yeah.
And like, why, like, now of all times is she getting married? Like...
Well, yeah. And I mean, I think, and we have to remember that right after Decimation, they had because Hawkeye was back. They had a whole story where he, in the pages of, like, New Avengers, went and looked for and found Wanda Maximoff.
I mean, but that could have been Wanda Doombot, the Scarlet Doombot.
That's true. That's true. It was
but there also seemed to be some kind of, like, magical nature to that, because it was unresolved at the very end. Like, I remember, like, the final panels were very confusing, but there was something about door moving, or some reality twisty thingy, and then like they just kind of closed the page on that. So that was a little confusing. But I'm still such a fan. I think it's funny that every time like this book comes out, I read it over and over and over again. Like no other book right now that's coming out do I do that with. Like I like sped through Batgirl, and I love it, and I think the art's great. The book is funny. But, like, I just keep on coming back and reading this shit over and over again.
I mean, honestly, I think a lot of it is Jim Chung's artwork.
Yeah, it is. That's really true. It's just a joy to, like, read and to look at. Like, it's so yummy.
Yeah. Well, and there's... Having just read... Because Grant Morrison is amazing. And so I'm following his Batman stuff right now. But it's just kind of... The art can be muddy, and that just... It really detracts from the read. Mm-hmm. Like, a really creative artwork like J.H. Williams III is amazing and wonderful all the time.
Isn't Batwoman number 0 coming out, like, next month or something?
There's an ad in this thing.
Yeah,
no, not this thing. A different one I read.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need to be able to understand what's going on. Like, to be able to see the picture.
Also, speaking of bad artwork, I mean, we talked about this last month, but like Wonder Woman, oh my god, that artwork needs to like change or something needs to happen. Like, please. And I think it's awkward because there are two pencilers, and they're like, it's like not even like switching issues. They're literally like panels are being penciled, but it's like weird. And I'm also really like, I posted about this today. JMS is leaving Wonder Woman and Superman to do Earth 1, and I'm like, what? But we put this big baby in your hands because like we believed in you, and now you're like not doing it. And I'm like, okay, that's great. I feel abandoned and orphaned. Thanks, JMS.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like when people abandon projects. Why can't you all be Grant Morrison and just write 15 books a month?
Or even be like crazy Chris Claremont and do his one fucking trick pony forever. That's, I mean, that at least that has some like, you know, like continuity or like fucking balls.
Exactly.
Or
yeah, we're geeks. We want some canon.
Yeah, and some continuity and some stability. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think we rest our case there.
Yeah. I find in favor of the plaintiff. Thank you very much. I need my Judge Judy Doily.
Don't worry, I'm wearing my Judge Judy like, Afghan.
Yeah. That's true. Okay, well on that note, thank you very much for tuning in on this week's issue of Scarlet Betch. Tune in next week for another great issue, and also come and check us out at Anime USA. Friday 10 p.m. in Crystal City.
And if you live in Melbourne, go to the Outland.
Yeah, go to Outland. It'll be so cool. And send us pictures, so we want to know.